Hello chess lovers, Suren here, and in this video I would like to share with you a fantastic game played by legendary Indian chess grandmaster Viswanathan Anand. His opponent is Russian chess grandmaster Evgeny Bareev, and this game was played in 1993 in Linares. Without further ado, let's go for the game and see what happened on the board. Anand opened up with e4 and e6 by Bareev. Black goes for French defense, d4, d5, knight c3, knight f6. We have the classical variation, and Anand chooses the Steinitz variation. Knight d7, f4, c5. Black is starting to put pressure on d4 square, a standard idea in French defense. a6, bishop e3, and b5. Black is launching an immediate pawn storm on the queen side. Queen d2, bishop e7, bishop d3, g6. Black is completely neglecting his development, and yes, although the position is closed, but this can be very dangerous for black. White castles kingside, bishop b7, and knight d1. White wants to reinforce his center by playing c3, and also at some points the knight can jump on g4 square in hope of exploiting the weaknesses of the dark squares. That's why after knight d1 we have c takes d4, knight takes d4, knight c5, and b4. White locks up the queenside pawn structure and increases his dark square control on that side of the board. Knight a4, c3, knight b6. This time the knight is coming on c4 square and bishop f2. We have queen c7, knight b2, knight c4, queen e2, knight c6. Finally, black developed his queenside knight, and we have a4. Knight takes d4, bishop takes d4, bishop c6, a takes b5, a takes b5, after which we first see the exchange of first pair of rooks and then the exchange of knights on c4. If we have a look at the position, both sides have bishop pair, but of course white has a more pleasant position. White bishops are more active, white has a passed pawn on b file, and also the most important thing is that white has great attacking chances. We have bishop c6, queen e3, black castles kingside, and now it's high time to launch the attack. f5 is on the board, and yes guys, black's position looks very scary. E takes f5 was played and bishop takes e5. Look at this. Of course the bishop is untouchable because white can announce a check from g3, and after king h8, e6 discovered check is coming, and black can lose his queen. That's why after bishop takes f5 we have queen d8. Bishop g4. White is moving back his bishop, and already e6 is the threat, although according to the engine going for e6 straight away was playable. This is even stronger, although this leads to very complex lines. That's why Anand chose a comparatively safer bishop g4 move. We have bishop g5, queen e2. If we have a look at the position, black is almost in Zugzwang and it's difficult to find a good continuation. Here queen c7 could have been the best waiting move, but after queen e2, black responded with h5, after which black's position goes down very quickly. Here Anand, instead of moving back his bishop, simply munched the pawn on h5. We have g takes h5 and queen takes h5. By going for a piece sacrifice, white managed to expose black king, and black is in trouble. Bishop e8 was played, and in this position Anand made a move and black resigned. Can you find his next move? Ready? Anand played rook f6. Look at this brutal rook sacrifice. This is a move in the style of Robert James Fischer. A similar rook f6 move was played by Fischer against Paul Benko. I will cover that game as well. And as I've already mentioned, yes, Evgeny Bareev resigned. If bishop takes f6, then e takes f6. A checkmate is coming, or after rook f6. As you can see, the bishop is hanging. If you move it away, then this time e6 is coming. Right now the threat is rook g6 check and then queen h8 checkmate. Just a random move. If bishop c1, then rook g6 check is coming, and then queen h8 checkmate. Although after bishop c1, I prefer to checkmate black king by going for a queen sacrifice. If king takes h8, then we have this standard cooperation of the rook and the bishop, and then after king g8 we can checkmate the enemy king. A very impressive mate, I think. But unfortunately after rook f6 black resigned, and that whole mating combination didn't appear on the board. This was simply a brilliant attacking game by Viswanathan Anand, and I hope that you enjoyed this game greatly. Thanks for watching. For more games, consider subscribing to my channel. Also press the bell button to get notified about new uploads. I will see you in my next video. Good luck.